super seniors, robot rampages, and custodial commendations. All this and more as the Stafford Weekly News starts now. Welcome to the Best of SMSD edition of the Stafford Weekly News. I'm Randall Williams. Every month, SMSD holds its Super Senior Breakfast, where the schools present their ongoing programs to an appreciative group of local senior citizens. John King attended, in spite of his youth, back on January 27th.
Look on. Halt!
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Here today we're celebrating our Super Senior 55 breakfast. We do this every month. And it's a celebration for our community to come in and see our school district and see what's going on. And it's an opportunity for us to convey to our citizens and our community what we're doing and highlight the programs that we're implementing, the things that we're proud of, the things that we're doing, so that they can understand what's going on and make that community connection. I'm very excited. You know, one of the things that as being a former SMSD graduate, first graduate to serve on the board, this is home for me. And so giving back and paying it forward and giving students the opportunity that's afforded to me is very exciting for me. And as a board of trustees, we're working together collectively with our City of Stafford Council elected officials. We're working to build a legacy, something that 15, 20, 30, 40 years from now will be impactful for our community, for our students. And that excites me.
The importance of having an event like this is because we, as well, the City Council, as well as the school district, believe in community engagement. That is the key. Community engagement and getting everyone involved, looking out for those who might not feel welcome. We open our arms and we welcome all.
It's so important to engage with the citizens of Stafford and the Stafford community and the 55 plus community. Many of these are retirees and some of them are don't get out a whole lot. So it's good to fellowship and be able to have a safe environment for them to come in and break bread monthly, to hear their concerns, to get updated on the issues that are happening at the city of Stafford and the Stafford Municipal School District. So it's always wonderful time to see them, to greet them and let them know that they're valued. And we also know during COVID that a lot of the times they didn't have a whole lot of people around them because they were older and they were more susceptible to getting sick. So many of them stayed in. So this is a great way for them to get back out into the community and to celebrate them for being seasoned citizens. I came out to be a part of it. I try to come in and we just started our legislative session to give updates and let them know what's happening in Austin at their capital, and then to hear from them. More importantly, the best way for me to be effective is to listen to the community, to listen to all the stakeholders. And this is where you be more effective as a representative because you know what the issues are. Many of them are concerned about rising property taxes that they have to pay, the rising cost of inflation, prescription drug prices. So you get a chance to hear what their needs are so that I can be a better representative and do and pass laws to help them.
What I hope for the community to gain is just a snapshot look-see of some of the things that are going on, and hopefully light and inquisitive nature and fire for them to come back, not just during the community breakfast, but throughout the week, or set up appointments and get to know what other things that we're doing for our community, for our students. It's just sort of that entry point, and maybe I look at it as a conversation starter. If we can start more conversations with our community through these events, that's all beneficial to our students and to our school district.
In May, the SMSD Education Foundation was very busy with its annual spring fundraising tournament. Unlike their fall tournament, it's held indoors, and John King slings the story.
We're having our Stafford Bowls, and it's a bowling fundraiser event for Stafford Municipal School District. What we do is we raise money for scholarships and grants. Grants for the teachers of Stafford Municipal School District and scholarships for the graduating seniors. Education is important. The teachers don't get paid enough, so we supplement their programs and the things that they need. We try to make sure that if it's a program where they have a horticulture program, we give them the latest and the greatest in technology or in whatever they need. We try to do that. But it's important to raise funds to be able to do that.
Education is tough business. It's tough. Foundations like this and others around the state make a difference in someone having an average education and having an exceptional education. It's that little something extra that makes a difference. So every time I have an opportunity to support financially an education foundation, the answer is yes. Stafford is a district that's got a long heritage, not that long in history, but a heritage of exceptional students, exceptional graduates, because you had supportive families in those communities. It's getting tougher and tougher to keep those supportive families engaged. So people like me who understand that education is so important to the quality of life for everybody, and we need to step up and support these foundations. So now, I'm not bowling. I gave up bowling a long time ago. I realized that things change on my way to 64 years old, and so bowling is off my list nowadays. But I'll write a check and try to support this cause, because I know it's going to be good for the kids in Stafford Municipal School District.
As being a former Stafford MSD trustee, I wanted to go ahead and give back. I felt very compelled. Stafford MSD and the Education Foundation have literally educated all three of my boys, and again, I felt like wanting to go ahead and give back. You know, events such as this one that you see over here, you know, they provide scholarships to kids going to higher ed, whether it's the University of Houston, go Cougs, or Texas A&M, University of Texas, or any other university, or they go ahead and go to the vocation schools or anything like that. So events like this is definitely important and needed for our community and our students, more importantly.
Education is so important. Actually, I received full scholarship for my graduate school. That's the reason I'm here. It's an opportunity for all the students to get an education, because if you don't have education, you don't have a good future. So I encourage all the students, study hard at school, and we're going to give you scholarship to continue maybe college, maybe graduate school. We are so proud of all the Stafford students, so we're going to work hard for you.
We just received $250,000 for a medical scholarship from Kelsey Sebo, and they were gracious enough to grant us seed money to have other fundraisers. So what we're trying to do is just continue to build the district, build the schools, and build the people and the teachers and the students that come from the schools. They can go to staffordmsdef.org and make a donation, or they could go to foundation at staffordmsd.org.
Science next.
In Stafford, diversity is not just a number, it's who we are.
When you are here, you become part of the story.
You can sleep well knowing we're always on the job and looking out for you.
It's a great place for growth and opportunity.
Tradition starts here.
We teach your children and we stick around for your grandchildren.
We are one. We are Stafford.
This is the city of Stafford, and we are one.
There was a day in March when, if you drove past Stafford High, you might have thought, spring break has started. Why is the parking lot so full? The reason was a robotics competition, the first Lego League state championship.
So Stafford has graciously hosted our East Texas regional events for about the last 5 years. This year, this is our first going to be annual state competition. And because Stafford had been such a great host in the years past, we wanted Stafford to host our first state competition. So we have 56 teams who are entered in this event that came out of 1,500 teams from the state of Texas. So we whittled it all down to these top teams, and there's going to be one champion that gets to go to the world competition. The world competition is going to be held here in Houston, April 20th through the 25th. So the teams receive this mission. It's called the Superpower Mission. It has all to do with energy, both renewable and non-renewable energy. They had to create a robot that would complete certain missions that are on the table. So there are 15 missions, and the team has to strategically place their robot on the table to be able to complete the mission and to score the most points. It involves building, inclusion, it involves teamwork, collaboration with other teams, and as well as coding the robot. So they get a lot of 21st century skills along with computational thinking and problem solving. Once again, just thank Stafford for being such a gracious host. We got nothing but great compliments for this facility. We had another event that was going on for our pre-K through third graders, and everybody has nothing but great things to say about the facility and the hospitality here at Stafford Municipal School District.
We all remember creating science projects in elementary school, with some poster boards, some construction paper. One of SMSD's students did that and so much more back on March 31st.
We use, as a program for science, we use STEM scopes, and as it pretty much follows the curriculum that we follow as a district. And the water cycle is one of the units that we do cover. I try to allow the students to think out the box and not do your normal poster board. I give them options. They can draw the water cycle. They can verbally speak into an audio recorder and talk about the different stages, if that's the case, because different learners, they display their work differently. No competition. It was pretty much a presentation. They had a time frame, and they knew when they would be due. They pretty much had a week to up till that Friday to bring them in. And before them doing it, I also sent home different examples for parents. I showed them different examples in case they weren't really familiar, because a lot of us are visual learners. And they got to see different projects and different science fairs. So they had some type of idea, but I also wanted them to put their own unique style on it, which is what a lot of my students did. So I was impressed. You always want them to use project-based learning, which is pretty much hands-on. And it's a different experience when you encourage students to do projects that allow them to be creative and put their own unique styles and ways of learning, because the way you and I necessarily learn is not the way that they learn. And sometimes you'd be surprised they teach us.
The project came about for me because it was a science project for my classmates and I to do over the weekend. So I went above and beyond just because my classmates could see one of their peers teaching them about the water cycle also. It just came about over the weekend. We had some ideas from my mom. So yeah, we had some plans and where to place things, from my mom. We just looked up pictures of water cycles so we could know like where evaporation is and where should we place it, and we researched all of the steps for the water cycle. The water vapor leads through the process called evaporation. Do you guys see those clouds above that cool mountain? That's caused by condensation. Condensation is when all of the water vapor comes far up in the sky and becomes water droplets. I was excited about doing the video and painting the mountains, the water. Also, I was excited for when my classmates got to see my project.
It makes me feel proud because I feel like, as teachers, we don't always know until later on down the line if we've made an impact or if they understand what we're teaching. So to have students and have this particular student go above and beyond of what I asked and what the expectations were, I was blown away. I couldn't have told, I don't know how many times, I pulled him out of class to show somebody. And I had people come into my class because I was just that impressed, and I wanted him to know, as well as my other students, that I appreciate them because learning sometimes is not always interesting. Sometimes it could be a bit boring, and to show that he gave it 110%, I was impressed and I was appreciative. My main goal is that they leave with the information that they are needed to be successful in the next grade. And I'm not only focused on curriculum, but teaching life in general. And science is something that always changes. So I think science and math are correlated, so I'm always tying them two together because they go together. And I guess you could just say my goal is to make sure that they leave me with more than what they came with. And that's initially the goal.
Yeehaw, y'all. Next.
You can try, but you won't find another city like Stafford, Texas.
Serving our community just like you like it.
Taking care of you and your home since 1945.
We believe in STEM to learn and STEM to earn.
We're heading into college certified and career ready.
As a former student of Stafford, I take pride in keeping our classrooms safe.
We are Stafford, we are one.
Often the most essential workers are also all but invisible. These are the maintenance workers, the people that make sure every business or school is open and working. SMSD paid tribute to them, as John King reported on March 10th.
Today is Maintenance Day, and we have a crew of 14, and that includes our maintenance, our grounds, and on a daily basis, what we do is we take care of the district. We open the buildings. We make sure that everything is maintained. The grounds crew are outside. So pretty much the maintenance department, their responsibility is keeping the school open. And that's what we do. That's our number one priority. The department for the operations motto is dependability and La Familia. We work as a group, and there's different personalities, and together, I direct everybody. So there's a good fit, there's a good click, and we get the job done. Today is Maintenance Day, and we just want to say thank you. And the ECC department came over and really acknowledged them, and I just wanted to say thank you to the district. The maintenance department keeps the school open from day to day, 365 days a year. We have events that are going on Monday through Sunday. Athletics, extracurricular activities, Saturday school, basketball tournaments, kickstart, karate. So we're here, and we have to have the buildings open, cleaned, the air or heat maintained appropriate for whatever event that we have going on, and also outside. all the lights. We have to make sure that those are sufficient and adequate for the events that we have here. So it's very, very important for the maintenance. And I direct the team, treat your job as if it was your personal business, and that makes us all go the extra mile. It's very important, and it lets them know that they're appreciated. There's boss day, there's secretary day, there's custodian day, and maintenance day lets them know that's your day, that you shine, you're appreciated. Someone thought of you and they just wanted to say thank you for all you do.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're here, we're human, and we're here, we're customer service. We're here to do what you're requesting us to do in a timely manner. Also, be, conscious of what you're asking us to do. Our goal is to keep the school open and make sure that all the students and staff, they're accommodated accordingly for what we need to do here with the district. Maintenance is important, and something's going to break, and we have to fix it. We've been very fortunate with, after COVID hit, supplies were limited, and right now we're still encountering that on some of the parts that we need, but we have, the maintenance department has still been able to keep the school open. It's good. You see the smile on my face, right? We're good. Operations, we're good. We know that we're appreciated. We know the outcome when we see the students, when we're out in the community and somebody, hey, they work at Stafford, and they know us all from our shirts and stuff like that. So it's important that they're happy, because we're here the majority of our day. We're here at work. And so it's exciting for me to see them being appreciated, and we're just happy all around about it. And we really, 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 really appreciate this day.
As it does every year, the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo made its return. Go Texan Day was February 24th, and SMSD was there to play. Go Texan Day is usually devoted to dressing up like cowboys and cowgirls, but at SMSD it can go a little farther.
So Go Texan Day is an opportunity for us here at Stafford ECC campus to join in and celebrate with the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. It's an opportunity for us to share information with the students about the rodeo and about the history of the rodeo here in Houston, as well as involving the community, because parents love the opportunity to dress the kids up, and so we have a lot of the kiddos that are here in their Western attire. And also, it's just the history of Texas in itself. So we try to integrate learning for the kids and help bring that. It's a way to bring it to life. So this was our second annual chili cook-off here at the ECC. And again, we tried to emulate what's going on at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. So we decided to have our own version of the cook-off. And we had campus participants that thought they were chili experts, me being one, to enter their chili, and then we had judges to come in and judge and select a winner. Last year I was second place. Our very own Makisha Matthews, who is participating again this year, defending her title, won last year. So we'll see if she's able to pull out a win again this year. But it's just an opportunity for us to have some fun, eat a little bit, enjoy some good old-fashioned chili, and involve the community, because we have our PTO members are here judging. We have community members, one of which, Ms. Herrera, is actually affiliated with the actual Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. And we had our very own Randall Williams as one of our judges this year. So the secret to my chili is my husband. So this year we did it together. I am not a cook, but he has an excellent chili recipe, so I'm good at following recipes. I can't share the ingredients, but again, I did get second last year, so that should tell you something. Here at ECC, we just try to provide fun and engaging activities for the students to make it enjoyable for them and let them know that learning can be fun. And any opportunity that we have where we can bring that learning to life, we love to do it. We love to involve the community members as well, parents. So it's a pleasure for me to serve as principal here and to continue to bring these positive opportunities for the kids.
For Spartan Spotlight, this is Randall Williams. That's a wrap on our news for this week. Thank you for joining us. For everyone here at Stafford Weekly News, I'm Randall Williams. May all your news be good news. This program was produced on the Stafford campus of Houston Community College.